Hello, wrestling fans, and welcome to Wrestling Gab. It's Friday. That means it's time for Smackdown. That's Dalitha. I am Travis.
And yeah.
And go.
Thank goodness you're all here, because otherwise I'd have to leave.
Yeah, if no one was here.
If nobody was here, I'd just get up and leave.
Would you?
Yep, not worth it.
I don't feel like you would.
I don't feel like I can entertain myself
You
enough.
wanna
I
look
need
at
all the other
Esther.
people out there to entertain me.
So Esther
We don't have any, whatchamacallits in here, mods in here. What the fuck, guys?
did the most horrific thing ever.
Oh my god, not horrific!
Yeah, look what she did. She's covering her butt.
God damn that bitch.
I mean, just covering it. Like, there's nothing, like...
A better asset, and she's just covering that asset all up.
She's got a half skirt on.
Asset.
And it's just the back. It's just covered.
She got low ponytail tonight.
In our old days, we used to in school.
Excuse me.
Obviously I didn't know it was in female, but the females would do that. They would like wrap a shirt around their butts.
Yes. I did that, but it was because I dressed like a dude. I wore baggy pants, baggy shirts.
They're in Brooklyn.
And then I would take a flannel, if I was wearing one. If I got too warm, I'd tie it around my waist. And I wore like work boots and shit. I was a weirdo, but I liked it.
Sound like it.
People left me alone.
Sound like it.
People thought I had like knives in my pockets, which I did.
You're strapped. The prison shank.
Back in the day.
Keister it back then.
They didn't have to do any of that shit. They just knew. They're like, oh yeah, she just...
I remember bringing a gun to show and tell.
Brian, you can't do that. Yes, I can.
The principal did make me walk out with him. But walking in, they're like, oh, looks like Travis brought a gun to school.
I just wanted to show this antique I found. Don't worry, it's not loaded. Bang! Oops, it was loaded.
I'd only be able to shoot one person at a time. Get the stick out.
You're like, hold on, everybody, don't run!
I'm deaf.
Reverberating in the hallways of a school. God, could you imagine? Jesus, because like I'm sure it was like a 50 caliber or some shit. Those things are fucking loud. Those muzzle loaders. Jeez. They're not quiet by any means.
Yeah, I remember Treon always would say, hey, we should take that and shoot it in the mini dome.
Oh, gee,
I just want to hear what it'll sound like in there.
You might not have an eardrum later. Anyways, we do have people in our chat tonight. Thanks everybody who joined us. We appreciate it. We got Walter and Sophie with us. Robert Warney is out there.
Look,
Quentin Mitchell stopped
no
by.
Billy.
Cool Cat Brian. What the fuck? Cool Cat.
I like
Cool Cat Brian. We got Marcus with us. Hey Marcus, how's it going? Looks like Sophie gave us a whole lot of stuff. Walter just says hello. Smackdown tonight. Walter says his was good because he had a good week, as Sophie asked how everyone's week was. Warner Brothers Discovery isn't in talks in getting WWE Raw after all, so it'll be interesting what network Raw will end up on next year. Probably USA. It'll be fine.
Anybody else looking at Shotzi's boobs?
She has boobs out?
Oh, yeah.
Damn.
Just sitting up there.
Just this part. Just from here to here. Good deal. Actually, she does have a cute face.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with her. No butt, but who cares?
I think I like Flair's a little bit
I can't
more,
see
but
it.
that's all right.
Trying.
That's all right. You know, hey, I'm a little bit of a weirdo, I guess. Walter's about Rampage later in Saturday Collision. Sophie says Randy Orton is one of the rumored people to face Roman at the Rumble, and there are plans for them to do CM Punk versus Roman at some point next year. Hopefully when Roman is not a champion, because if he's going to go up against a champion, fuck it. Done with that shit. Walter's like Sunday going to an open house party, and Saturday going to YMCA if it rains snow tennis clinic. Well, hopefully it doesn't rain, Walter, so you can do your tennis clinic. And an open house party sounds interesting. What is an open house party? I mean, I know what open houses are when people are like selling their house, they have an open house. But what is an open house party? Is that like for your friends? Like they bought a new house or something? I don't know. Robert says, hey, what's up? Are y'all ready for Christmas? No, but you want to see what it looks like outside of our door right now? Motherfucking Christmas.
Yeah, it looks
It's fucking snowing out there right now, and it's fucking nasty. Not like the snow is nasty, but it's slick as shit out there. It was fun coming home today.
Want to go sledding?
It was basically...
down the road and I'll put you
Dude, seriously. Like, I mean, you wouldn't even have to. You could just take the 4-wheeler and slide it down the road. Well, just take it out there and it'd just go, whee.
I do that anyways, but...
My vehicle around corners, whee. I'm like, oh, fuck. I'm like, we're going to go real slow, people. Sorry. And the people are behind you are like, I'm so mad at you for going slow. And it's like, motherfucker, if you can't stop on a dime behind me and you run into my ass, you're going to be in trouble because I will come out of my car mad.
Came out without Bailey, and notice the other group has 3.
Oh, no, not Bailey not there.
It's kind of funny. So it's a 3-on-3 thing right now because Dakota has no...
Where is Bailey? What happened? She get broken or something? Is that what happened to her?
No idea.
Maybe she's like, oh, no. Yeah, nobody cares about that. Yeah, congratulations on the stupidity of stupid. So he says both Randy Orton and CM Punk are free agents, so they could appear on both brands as much as they want, as they should. Quentin says Mackenzie Mitchell from NXT just got released.
Oh, really?
Who's Mackenzie Mitchell?
She was that really pretty blonde girl. She was the announcer or whatever, like the backstage interviewer.
Really?
She's pretty.
That's kind of a weird thing to release. I mean, a weird person, not a thing.
That's a weird thing.
That's a weird thing to release.
They could have released Booker T. That would have been nice.
Yeah, that would have been cool. So it was like I heard about Mackenzie. That stinks, especially when Christmas is right around the corner. Will tonight be the night Bailey gets kicked out of Damage Control? WWE just released the 24 Royal Rumble poster. And Bray Wyatt is rumored to be part of the 24 WWE Hall of Fame. Whew. Did that hurt your fingers typing all of that all at once?
Did you do it with your fingers or your thumbs?
Brian, Cool Cat Brian, who's in the chat, which I said hello to first, said hi, and WWE. Yes, Sophie says Bliss just gave birth this week along with, I think, Carmella. Carmella actually gave birth weeks ago. Yes, Bliss did give birth this week to a baby girl. She had a girl. Carmella had a little boy a few weeks ago.
Sammy Guevara had a baby also.
Sammy Guevara. I know. I forgot that Ty Conte had her baby. They had a little boy, I think, is what they ended up having. I don't know if they really said in their things. Might have said it, but I wasn't paying that much attention to Instagram. I just was scrolling through pictures, and that's how I get my news every once in a blue moon. Yeah. Did some unfollowing of certain people because of their stupidity, and that was it.
On Graham?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I told you. In a text message, you probably didn't read it.
Oh, yeah, you said something about no bueno.
Yeah, no bueno. Yeah, his post, no fucking bueno. Walter says, okay, whose first match? They're showing some college football here. The first match is some ladies.
No, it's not.
Just kidding. I have no idea what's happening.
Butch and Bobby Lashley.
Oh, yeah, because Butch is on his own now because that what's-his-face probably said, I don't want to be here. They're probably going to fire him. That's probably why they aren't going to show him anymore. Just kidding. I have no idea.
After breaking Big E's neck, they're like, man, we're going to get ready a year later.
So he says, what is he talking about? Now I'm confused. I don't know what we were talking about earlier. Marcus says, so how long we give it until Punk's petty side starts trauma in WWE? Really, if he never got fired from AEW, he wouldn't be here.
It really looks like it doesn't matter. They've got like a really strict contract with him, and he has no legs.
Yeah, if he does anything wrong,
he's gone. The contract's already, they were kind of showing some of it and things. And
yeah, they probably locked down some major stuff because that's the only way that Vince probably would have ever said yes to this. Because you guys got to remember, Vince still fucking helps run WWE. He is still one of the main people that fucking runs it. I know all of you think, oh, he's not involved and he does nothing. He's so out of it. Actually, you guys, he still fucking runs it. Okay,
he's
just trying not to be
Endeavor.
As hands-on with it because
he's got other shit to do.
He's got other crap he wants to do. He's old. Come on, give him a break.
He's the CEO.
But he is going to, and the fact that Punk was in MMA as well. So both of them have dealt with him, so they all know what kind of a person he is. And so they're going to be like, we're going to be real strict with you, buddy. And you're going to have to watch your P's and Q's. And if you do not, you'll be done. And he will be completely blacklisted. Not like he was before. It'll be way, way worse. So, yeah. If he wants to be able to retire and, like, just go off into the sunset, he better fucking watch his shit.
His bosses here aren't the same as his bosses in the other company.
Yeah. He could probably take Tony Khan and, like, manipulate him to do whatever he wanted him to do for a minute until he went a little overboard. It's not going to happen with WWE.
Well, Tony Khan literally quoted that he felt like his life was in danger.
That's ridiculous, and it probably wasn't. But I'm just saying, like, he's a pushover, so it, whatever.
I'm saying that none of his bosses in WWE are going to say that.
So if anybody is a McRib fan, it's back at McDonald's with a basket of fries. Travis says he doesn't eat them anymore, but on his dying deathbed, it better be during December or you will never get one.
Freeze it now. Brett bought one of those dry freezer things. They're like $3,000.
Oh, yeah? That's weird.
They're doing all their elk and deer and everything. Because it lasts like 20 years.
Yeah.
All you do is add water.
Yeah. Well, it's like eating at MMEs or whatever those are. Picola probably knows all about them.
Okay. we had a whole camper. Actually, guarantee it's still there. A whole camper full of that stuff.
Oh my god! You know they only make them to last so long now. Like they do not make them to last as long as they did before.
Yeah.
Like the old ones would last like for a long time. Now they don't make them to last that long.
It was Larry's Vietnam, so that was like the early 60s. Not early 60s, but like 64.
Yeah.
65. Mid 60. When he was there.
Yeah.
In the NAM.
Robbie's in the chat says, what's the haps? You know, the haps. Sophie says, WWE did release a few more people this past few days. And Walter's like, Sophie, who? And Picola's like, hi, Gab Gang. Hey, Picola. Hey, Robbie. Both of you. Glad to see you tonight. Esther needs a slapping, Robbie says. What the fuck? On her ass? Yes.
Versus Bianca Belair tonight.
Oh, no. Sophie says Punk does have like a behavioral clause in his contract, so he can't do what he did when he was part of AEW or what he did when he was in WWE before. Like, yeah. Robbie's like, bring a bottle and everything will be all good. Oh, God. Robert says, oh, wow, it's snowing. Yeah, it's fucking snowing here. Like, it snowed last night.
Snowed a
little bit today. And it stopped for a while. The sun was shining. It cleared off all the roads. And then it started snowing again and made everything slick as fuck.
And then got cold, yeah.
Yeah, it made shit slick. Walter's like, it's a Christmas food and drink. Christmas food and drink. So it says,
the fifth wheel.
Imagine CM Punk and Heyman in the same ring since the last time Punk was part of WWE. Punk was partnered with Heyman. Robbie's like, it's -2 in the UK.
Celsius?
Of course, Celsius. Oh. It's like 30 degrees. They're like, it's so cold here. They crack me up.
That is pretty cold.
It is cold for them. They aren't used to it being that cold. So, not anymore. It used to get freezing cold there all the time. You'd watch these old movies or old things of the UK, and it was like snow everywhere, and it was freezing tundra. Now they're like, we don't even know what snow is.
Bobby! Hopefully Bobby runs through this dude like he ain't nothing.
Sophie says, isn't Mackenzie Mitchell husband Vic Joseph?
Yeah, he's like some interviewer or something for wrestling. I don't really know who he is, but I've seen pictures of him. I didn't know they were married.
Yeah. Walter's like, so my SmackDown starts at 9 p.m. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry, Walter, but it's Bobby Lashley coming down. He's going to go up against
Bobby
Butch and murder him. It's going to be great. Walter's like, so Carmella is taking some time off and take Conte with Sammy. Well, Walter, they both got the same disease.
Yeah, they're both really sick with babies.
Sophie says some of the people WWE released were a part of the Performance Center, aka they didn't make NXT TV. So SmackDown is tribute to the troops next week. And Marcus says it shows he is handcuffed because Punk's promos sucked ass on Raw. And Walter says, okay, at 9:05, I'm going to be here Monday for Raw still in chat. Daphne ranting, oh no, watch out, chat. Oh, Walter. Wasn't ranting that much. I was giving facts of information.
Bobby.
Sophie says CM Punk deal came together 10 days before Survivor Series and somehow they kept it a secret that long. Yeah, it's called they didn't post anything on social media and probably put a gag clause in there. You say one fucking word and it's over.
Although everybody knew it was going to happen.
Everybody said it. Travis said it. You guys said it. Everybody said it for like weeks since he was gone from AEW. He's going to go to WWE next. You know that Triple H is going to take him back. Every one of you said it. And I even begrudgingly said probably. Sean Gordon in the chat though. Hey Sean, good to see you. Hi bud. Thanks for tagging us on all of our Instagram stuff. Appreciate that, sweetie. Blood Ninjas in the chat says hello everyone. Hello Blood.
Hello.
Blood Ninja. Pickle's like Scott Hall fingers. Ew, the threats. What are Scott Hall fingers? That sounds gross.
Scott Hall fingers? Mm-hmm. I don't know what Scott Hall... Did he do something out of the ring? Because there's nothing he did. I mean, this is maybe... But I don't think that's it.
Oh, because I went like this for like cool or whatever. But I don't know that fucking shit. Walter's like, McRib, not bad. Walter Travis agrees. Robbie's like, McRib. Oh, go on, D, with a tasteless burger. Do you even know what a McRib is, Robbie? I've heard that the England people do not get them.
I'd probably leave my country if they didn't serve them.
Don't go there. They don't have them there. They're garbage. I'm just kidding. Ew.
What is that? Are they breaded? Or are they just like
No,
fake
it's
meat?
just meat with sauce on it. They're not breaded.
I might be able to get one and just take the bread off.
Pickle's like, you obviously what? Excuse me, I'm not paying attention to the jobs tonight. Oh, I was talking about military mills. I said you probably know what those are about now. They're not that great. Because you were in the military and you probably were exposed to them at certain times during your training and so on and so forth. That's what I was talking about. There were no jabs there. That was actually a legit thing that you probably ended up having to deal with. Sylvie says Roman is coming back in a couple weeks, and Walter says Belair for the win. Yeah, when she does something later, for sure. That's who she's going up against, right, Belair? No.
Kairi Sane, yeah.
Oh, yeah, Kairi Sane.
I don't know if they'll have Kairi lose right out of the gate, and I don't see
weird.
Bianca losing, so I think there's going to be some sort of a
Somebody's
battle.
going to come out, and somebody's going to get mad, and then they're going to be disqualified.
Yeah, there's going to be a battle. We're going to see
And then they're going to have 3-on-3, because they're like, well, let's just make it a 3-on-3 now.
We're going to see Shotzi wearing that outfit again.
Marcus says it would be cool to see Tyler Bate finally get called up to the main roster to team with Pete Dunne, not calling him Butch. That's his name. His real name is Butch. And if that's the case, why take him out of one and put him in with another one? Unless they're saving what's-his-face to just be with Sheamus.
And who's Tyler Bates?
Is he Master Bates' brother?
It could be Master Bates' brother.
Cool. Pigla says there's a percentage of J-pop talk in this episode. J-pop talk. Sophie says, so I'm guessing next week's Tribute to the Troops special won't be the same thing we are used to in the past few years. It hasn't been the same thing that we've seen in the last 5 years, Sophie, where it used to be cool. Now it's dumb.
When they'd go to military bases and just do awesome things. Now they just do it like in the stadium that they're at for SmackDown.
It's fucking stupid as fuck. I think it's a disgrace and disgusting. Like, they should do a lot more for our troops than that. Blood Ninja's like, what happened on SmackDown? I just got home. It just barely started, sweetie. They had the girls come out first, and then they had, like, a talking to, and then they were like, it's going to be Bianca against Kairi Sane sometime later tonight. And now we have Bobby Lashley against Butch or Pete Dunne.
And that's the match that's happening, although we're at a commercial break soon.
Walter's like, make sure you have groceries and stay inside if it snows to 4 inches. Walter, that's nothing, sweet pea.
We're definitely getting
4 inches is nothing. Now, maybe 2 feet, that might be a problem. 4 inches, that's nothing. But we do have groceries. I did go grocery shopping yesterday. We put it off for 3 weeks because of Thanksgiving. It landed on my normal day of grocery shopping. I was like, God damn it. So I just switched it up. Walter's like, Bobby Lashley for the win. Sophie says, do you think Carmella and Bliss will come back to the Rumble? No.
No.
Too early. For Bliss, especially.
Yeah. Carmella, no either, but...
Okay, so you guys got to remember, and maybe you don't know this, whether you're a dude or a girl, I don't fucking care. When you have a baby, it takes a huge toll on your body, no matter how you have it, whether it's C-section or natural. Because you have issues and you can't have it naturally and you have to have help. It takes a fucking toll on your body to carry a human in you for 9 fucking months and then push it out of you. It's a big ordeal. And it takes a lot for your body to bounce back from that. And a lot of the times, women don't usually come back very easily. Becky came back a little earlier than she probably should have, because in all reality, it can take up to a year for those girls to kind of get back to being what they even remotely were before, and they'll never be quite the same as they were before. It takes a lot of work and strength and effort. It's a lot of work. And
boom. Anyways, Bobby in there right now with Butch kicking some trash.
So Rumble is too close. It'll have to be way further out, even further than even WrestleMania. Oh, Walter says CM Punk pimp bomb. Marcus says it's funny. Right after Punk left WWE, all he did was talking negative about the company, and now he's back. That's what normally happens. Beagle's like, I suppose no one knows. So he's like, wonder if we will see Cena and CM Punk in the same ring again, since CM Punk is one of John Cena's greatest rivals, and Cena missed CM Punk by a few weeks.
Dun, 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 dun.
Marcus
really
says,
just depends on his work.
True. Marcus says with Triple H now with the booking pencil, don't be surprised if he brings back Mercedes. Be pretty much brought back all his favorites. See, that's the shit you guys think, that he doesn't have to go to corporate and say, can I bring back this person? And they have to go, let's see, which column? Pros and cons. For business purposes, is it really a smart idea? This is supposed to be a big name. How much money do we want to waste on this person? Once again, she'll have a very strict contract that if she fucking does anything or quits, she's fucking done. Forever.
But I wouldn't be surprised if she came back.
I wouldn't either, but it'll be different. Feels like number 20, Spaghetti and Meatballs, was a good MRE. That's what they're called, MREs. I said MME, but it's MREs. Yes! You know, I heard that. I heard a couple of them weren't too bad. Work with somebody who was in the military and had them recently, within the last 10 years, you could say.
Bobby might have just shifted the ring.
Oh. Well, at least he wasn't shitting in the ring.
You don't want to shit in the ring.
Definitely don't want to do that.
It's happened.
I bet it has. For real, though? Like somebody really shit their pants in the ring?
Yeah.
They're like, oh my God, I have food poisoning. Or he's like, oh, I exerted myself too much and just took a big turd.
It just happened. I'm pretty sure it was against Andre the Giant.
That's funny. So as CM Punk was just talking about the WWE like 4 or 5 months ago. Of course he was. Well, it says McRib and Big Mac are good burgers. So
Yeah.
he says, wonder when Sheamus is coming back. People's like, Tyler Bate. Nah. I don't know him. I still don't know him just by
I'm
that.
trying to figure out who Tyler Bate is. I
Sophie
watched
says.
NXT, so I feel like I should know.
At least a little bit, but I don't know who he is either.
Who is he with? Butch is not going to beat Bobby.
Sophie says, do you think Braun Breaker will get called up to the main roster at some point?
Yes.
I don't know. Didn't they have that Mustafa Ali guy beat him at one point, like in a fluke roll-up?
Probably. It doesn't matter. At some point, yes. I mean, a lot of those guys down there are going to come up at some point.
Marcus says, who is Tyler Bate? Guess you're not familiar with British Strong Style with Pete Dunne, Tyler Bate, and Trent Seven.
Definitely
No, they don't sound familiar at all.
Never heard of the 7 guys.
Were they an NXT group or were they in the Indies somewhere else, like in Beyond World?
Now,
NXT UK, perhaps?
I remember Pete Dunne because I kind of liked his style back in the day. But he's just so small.
Robbie says Dia's going to make a snow angel in the snow. You go make a snow angel in the snow, Robbie.
Did Tyler Bate have a different name and then they changed it?
Very good.
Because I know they changed a bunch of names down in NXT. That's probably it. The most athletic spear in the game right there. You'll never see a better one.
There it
That's
is.
it.
Murdered him.
Bobby!
Congratulations, Booby. Booby Lashley for the win, folks. Booby Lashley for the win. He murdered the little man. Murdered him good.
The chimney sweep is now deceased.
Not the murder. Walter's like, check on Ayla, make sure she's okay. I saw her today, actually, Walter. She's doing okay.
She made me 47.5 pounds of chicken.
I guess, you know, the great-grandma,
Yeah.
Jordan's great-grandma, I guess she passed away, like, a few days ago.
Dang, right after Thanksgiving.
Yeah. I'll have to tell you off air, like, some stuff. That's kind of crazy. But, yeah. Yeah, I guess she went on hospice, like, for 3 days and was basically gone, which happens a lot. But,
Massive.
yeah.
Witches. Black masses.
Let's see. Sophie says SmackDown had done tribute to the troops before. We're not saying that SmackDown hasn't done it. We're saying that they haven't done a very good job of it recently.
They need to go to military bases and make it its own thing.
Yeah, like go to the military base, even if it's. I mean, they used to go overseas and do it, right, when they were having all the war. But they could go to a military base here in the States. Yeah, just throw them over there. That's fine.
Go perform
fine.
On Gaza or whatever.
I mean, that's who they want to save, right? It sounds like, hey there, guys. How was your Black Friday shopping? Fabulous. We bought one thing. It was glorious.
Yeah, I got a NVIDIA Shield TV Pro. Other than that, yeah, didn't buy anything else.
You know, there was something that I was going to try to buy. Oh, I know what it was. I was going to get like a cheap like tablet, but I bet I could just use one of my old ones and buy myself a newer one and like do one of those games on it for the dog. Oh. And like, but get like a nice, like, you know, a screen protector so it's kind of thick. So right. He's like, ah! I wanted to see if he'd play that game. Probably won't. He's weird. That was it. That was the only other thing.
Yeah, they had those on sale, the nicer new ones. Mm-hmm. The 11 and the 10. The 10 Pro was what I was looking at getting, and it was under $100.
Yeah, I remember you kind of.
The 11 is newer, but they have the same processor because the 10 Pro was the upgraded.
Yes.
Of the 10.
Sophie says Bliss wants to introduce her baby to Eminem music. Well, she should do whatever she wants. Her baby. Pico's like, did you know there's a big difference of drinking Seagram's ginger ale in Canada Dry? Piccola!
No.
I don't believe you. Sophie says Ronda came back a lot earlier, too. Well, there's like, Sheamus will be back soon. Yeah. Sophie says Sasha Banks already hyping up her return to wrestle. And Picola says, but I wouldn't be surprised. But you wouldn't.
I like his suit. That's the kind of suit I want right there. That's almost literally the exact one.
Oh, do you hear that, guys? He's going to try to get Randy exclusively on SmackDown. I think that's bullshit. I don't think they should have him exclusively on one brand. I think he should be over brand stuff.
We don't want brand switching.
Why not?
Because it makes it funner, but at the same time, what's the point of the draft if it isn't really a thing?
Marcus says, how crazy it that Punk was in a segment with Ray and his family, and now him and Dom are in the company together as performers.
Oh, you missed him.
Oh, what was it?
The best basketball player in the world.
Who was it, Michael Jordan?
No.
Oh, he's not the best in the world?
He's like 55 or 60 or something.
Can't he still be the best in the world?
No.
Can nobody compare to him? I feel like nobody can compare to him, even
history,
the new people. Yeah, and future.
Okay, that's not what I'm talking. I'm saying the
present and past. Hello.
Right now.
Oh.
The best basketball player in the world.
Is it that kid that like fell down and hurt his leg in the Tennessee game? Was it him? Is he the best?
No, he was kid's in college.
Oh.
His name's Djokovic or something.
Oh. Oh, he's a joke. I see.
Yeah, they call him the joke. He won the NBA championship single-handedly last year.
Walter's like, Sandlot's a good movie.
Love Sandlot.
It's an interesting, just one-off comment to say, Walter, but it is a good movie. I like it. Forever.
Yeah, somebody was asking my favorite baseball movie, and I couldn't come up with one. I forgot about Major League.
True, Picola. It was Picola that asked you that question.
It would be Major League, and I thought of that when I got off the air, because I was just trying to think of like a serious one, but that one, I like that one. Obviously Sandlot, but Sandlot didn't come out until I was a little bit older.
Yeah.
So I didn't grow up watching it. It was like junior high.
True.
When Sandlot came out.
Sophie says Lacey Evans also came back too early after she gave birth to her second kid. Yeah. She did come back kind of early, but did you watch how she got in shape? Fucking different. Like, her ass was working out, like, the whole time she had the kid. It's kind of like Carmella did. She actually worked out quite a bit while she was pregnant. I doubt Bliss did a lot of that, and I'm pretty sure Becky probably did a little bit working out and keeping in shape and stuff. But you have to be really careful when you're pregnant. You can't do a lot of that stuff. It can be kind of dangerous for yourself, let alone a baby. Especially if you have any problems, you have to be really careful. If you're really healthy, you can do stuff. It's not that big of a deal.
You got to lay off the steroids, though.
Yeah, you can't take steroids. You can't have those, so you got to stop doing that. Otherwise, you'll come out with a baby that's probably got like weird malformations, whatever you want to call those, deformities.
Like 3 testicles.
Nobody wants deformities with your baby. That's sad and sad. Piccolo's like, interesting, Walter. And Piccolo's like, he's a British lad, part of Moustache Mountain, and he's McDo size. Sounds like a twat.
Like McDo's head size?
Like he's the size of McDo's head?
Or just McDo's body size? Because his head size is about the same size as Andre the Giant.
That's true. And his body size is like the size of a small little person.
Yeah, Dinkle.
Sophie says a lot of NXT guys have been there too long. I'm surprised they haven't got to the main roster call-up. And they might never, Sophie. They might never. Then that's okay. They can stay there, make names for themselves, and be in that. It's okay. Walter says, Bobby won, okay. And Sophie says, Tyler Bate was the first NXT UK champion, I believe. Oh, that's why we don't know who he is. See, that makes a lot more sense. I was like, D, if it was snowing, then I would. Liar! You wouldn't go out and make a snow angel. You're such a liar. You'd probably make a snow devil, because you're weird. People's like, it's about the monies. It's true, people. It is about monies. Sophie says the first 5 or 6 tribute to the troop special they used to do at military bases, as they should continue to do, but they have not, and they're stupid.
They've had them on boats, aircraft carriers, and just things like that would just be fun.
Robbie says, was it worth it in the long run for WWE to bring back Punk? I don't know. We haven't had a long run yet.
It's been a week.
Like, what kind of long run we looking at, bud? Sophie says...
7 days.
Oh, my God. 7 days? Sophie says, so I guess after tonight, Randy Orton will be a full-time SmackDown superstar?
Probably. But we'll see.
Part of the time, I guess. Harley says, hello. Hello, Harley. How are you? How's life? Sophie says, I thought they would keep Randy a free agent a lot longer than a week. Robbie says, I mix brands all the time to fuck with masses. Marcus says, Michael Jordan now can still probably outscore half the players in the NBA.
If he could play just like one game, I think he could do a lot, but he wouldn't be able to do it for 82 games.
No. Sophie says, so if Randy moves to SmackDown, then they could hold off Randy versus Cody Rhodes. Marcus says Rookie of the Year was a good baseball movie. It was cute. It was all right.
I like that one.
Sophie,
Angels in the Outfield. There's a few that were cute.
Or good. Sophie says Major League was a good baseball movie along with A League of Our Own. If you like crying in baseball, sure, League of Their Own was good.
I don't like League of Their Own. There's a couple parts on it that are pretty cool, but
I think the only cool part of it is it was actually truth. They did have those leagues because the men went to war.
Right.
Like, they did have women's leagues. They started women's leagues because their men went to war.
Right.
So, I mean, that was the cool historical part of it. But some of it was kind of weird.
Yeah, that's not why I don't like it. It's just I don't like it, period. It was just not. Tom Hanks was weird in it.
He was a drunk.
Yeah, and he wasn't as funny as he normally is.
It wasn't really a funny show. That's why.
And I don't like Tom Hanks in his serious roles as much as I do in his funnier roles.
They're wearing their fancy outfits.
Mm-hmm.
Their fancy shirts.
Butch is upset because it's true.
No, it's truth, and he's all mad about it. Truth hurts.
A lot of people hate truth like that.
Brandon Stevens is in the chat, says, hey, I'm back, y'all. Where did you go? Were you gone?
Oh, God.
I didn't know you were here earlier. Marcus says, Angels in the Outfield was my favorite movie as a kid, and Brandon says, Shotzi, marry Brandon Stevens. Robbie's like, baseball is just posh rounders for wankers. No, sweetheart, that's called cricket.
Isn't Rounders not bowling, but like a pool game?
No.
I thought that's what Rounders was.
Harley says, sorry I was not here for Wednesday. Was sick as a dog. I'm guessing that you said dog afterwards. I'm sorry you were sick. Hopefully you feel better. Robbie says, D, the new TV doctor ain't no doctor. Sophie's like, Bliss and Carmella probably told the creative writers on an idea of when they could come back. Not really. It would all depend on doctors and saying they can and if they even want to. Right?
And we don't want Bliss
back. It is their
choice
to come back or not. Robbie says, oh, why do you think so little of me? Because you're little. I can't think more than, how large you are.
They could bring
You're
Carmella
tiny.
back for Money in the Bank and have her win it again.
Oh, there you go. Rob is like, in the long run, not a long run. You're a long run. Blood says, I miss Whisper. Mandy Rose. I can say that. Mandy. Is that better? Do you miss that? That's what we say. Sophie says, man, John Cena missed being in the ring again with CM Punk and Randy Orton by a few weeks. Should we repeat that again? Can you wait 10 minutes and say it again? Ravi says, no, Rounders is the same as baseball.
That's cool. What is the game? Oh, snooker, huh?
Yeah, the one with the weird
Like they have the
holes
mushrooms
in the
in
thing.
it?
Mm-hmm. And little balls. Little balls with little sticks. It's like little things.
Like midget pool?
Maybe, I don't know. No, it's completely out of line, sir. How dare you?
They could get rid of those guys. That Del
Robbie's like, that
Phantasma.
whisper is creepy. Good. I'm glad it creeps you out. I hope it hurt your eardrums.
Because of the creepiness.
The Mandy whisper. Blood says, anytime someone makes you mad, just simply green mist them. Yes, I'm just going to carry around spit. Just pop a capsule of weirdness in my mouth and just all over people. Eat an apple, spit it in their face. Spit in the face of people who are not
Carlito
cool.
before he broke his arm right here.
Harley's like, feeling better, was dealing with a 2-day stomach bug. Gross. Sorry about that. That sucks. Marcus says, I don't think we have to talk about best football movie. It's hands down Remember the Titans, without a question.
Yeah, it's up there, huh? I mean, I like the program. Came out in like 91, 92, 93, somewhere in there.
I feel like the original Heaven Can Wait is probably the best football movie ever.
Oh my God. Sorry, the football. What's the one with the Rock? Game Plan or whatever?
There you go. So it says they're making the Simpsons movie too for some reason because they can. Okay? They're like, well, we want to push shit on you guys. Here you go. Here's some more. Rob is like, oh, well, that's disgusting, Dee. What's disgusting? Spitting on people?
You only spit on them if they're not cool.
Exactly.
Like
Which
a lot
would
of
be
people,
everybody, including you.
A lot of people aren't cool though.
So it's like they are also making Thanksgiving too. Oh, already? Wow, good for them. I guess it was a hit.
I'm waiting for Thanksgiving 1.
So if it's like about the Adam Sandler version of The Longest Yard, trash. Complete trash.
Although Courtney Cox is pretty in that, the very first part of it.
Trash. Burt Reynolds all the way. Burt Reynolds
Either
all
way,
the way.
I've never seen either one of them. So
I've only seen parts of the Burt
I've
Reynolds
seen-
one.
I've seen the very first part of the one with Adam Sandler and Courtney Cox, like his girlfriend or whatever.
Rob is like, was the Fly film up there?
As a football movie?
The Fly, like, as in, like, The Fly?
Like Jeff Bolger?
Like,
Goldblum?
Goldblum? Like, Jeff Goldblum,
Was
The
that
Fly?
a football movie? No.
A what? Where he turns into a large fly. It's creepy.
That movie
Marcus
was
says,
creepy.
no. I take that back. It's Airbud Golden Receiver. That dog would be MVP in the NFL. Just kidding. I think you're right. I think you're onto something, Marcus. I don't think you should joke about that. That seems very serious. You know, dogs can do anything better than people. Robbie says, yes, I had patients try spit on staff when they don't get their way. Well, now we know that the staff is not cool. Totally not cool.
It's funny. Best basketball movie would be what? The one with Bugs Bunny, Michael Jordan.
Yes, definitely. Marcus says Varsity Blues. Well, you know, that is up there.
That's a great movie.
I mean, who doesn't want to see a whipped cream bikini? So if it's like never seen The Fly, I don't recommend it if you get creeped out by large bugs.
It's fine. It's weird. It's slow. You won't like it.
It is kind of different.
It's so dumb that like it's hard to fathom who wrote it and why they did it.
You know what a movie I really like that I always forget about? It's actually a Jeff Goldblum, and guess who else is in it? Gina Davis.
Is it about a dinosaur?
No, it's not about dinosaurs. It has Gina Davis in it as well.
Is this
because
the
The Fly
People
had it
one?
in there, and it has
Or what Earth Women Are Crazy or Easy?
and it has what the fuck is his name?
Some dude.
No, he's not just some dude. We watch him all the time.
Burt Reynolds.
No, in a movie we watch him all the time. Ace Ventura dude. My God, what is his name?
Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey, thank you.
Earth
Has
Girls
Jim
Are
Carrey
Easy?
in it? Yes. I love that movie. We should get it and watch it because he hates it, and it's
Hate
fucking
it.
hilarious.
I've seen it maybe a half of 1/3 once.
Oh my God, I think it's great. It has one of the Wayans brothers in it too, I think.
Well, then it's worth watching. Is it Keenan Ivory or Damon?
I don't remember.
Because if it's not Keenan Ivory, it's like I like Damon, but Keenan Ivory is the shit. He's the one that made In Living Color.
Was he in it a lot?
Yeah, but he's not that guy. He's been in Living Color, but he's not in Living Color. He wrote In Living Color.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure it's a Wayne's brother, though. Robbie says, yes, Jeff Goldblum. And so he says, about the original Space Jam, the new one with LeBron was lame.
I would
Of course it was.
never watch it.
Blood Ninja.
Unless,
Wrestler name Constipation Man. Oh, my God. Is that the person who can't shit in the ring?
He won't shit in the ring, I guess.
Marcus says, Coach Carter for a football
Never seen
game.
it.
Never seen it either, which is funny because it is, what's his face? Or is that Remember the Titans?
That's Remember the Titans.
Oh, okay. Who's the Coach Carter then? Who's Coach Carter? Which guy plays in that one?
Bill Nye the Science Guy.
No, it's a major actor. Anyways, Sophie says about Mars Attacks. Oh my God, that's what we need to watch. You haven't seen that one either.
Brett tells me
Mars
about it
Attacks. We
all
have
the
to watch it
Every-
just once. You have to see it at least just once.
I've seen the same
and hate it after
scene
that.
18 times in my life, and it's where the lady alien or whatever, she's like walking, and she basically floats, and she goes into the one room,
And she's like, and you're like, what the fuck is wrong with her? But that's how they get on because they can't breathe our air. So that's how they're breathing.
The gum?
She's breathing with whatever she's chewing on.
anyways, and then that's it. That's all I've ever seen is that scene, and for whatever reason, that's the time I turn it on. Like yesterday when I turned on the zombie people,
Yes.
and I turned it on twice, and both times it was the
So
same
we have two
scene.
movies we need to write down.
Write it down.
Mars Attacks and Earth Girls Are Easy. Piccolo says, Love and Basketball, my personal favorite. Ooh, you know what? White Men Can't Jump. Mine.
Yeah.
Totally good one.
That Love and Basketball I watched. Not a huge fan of it. Wasn't terrible. Is that the one with what's his name in it? Ray Allen?
I don't know.
Or is that a different one?
Piccolo will have to answer that question because I am not sure. I've never really been a fan of watching sports movies, so I don't really watch a lot
There was
of
also
them.
one with Shaq. I think it was called Blue Chips. And that was pretty good.
I probably maybe didn't even see White Man Can't Jump. I probably have only seen parts of it.
There's a Wesley Snipes in there.
Sophie says about Marlon and Sean Waynes, and Mark is like Samuel L. Jackson, Coach Carter. Thank you. I couldn't remember who it was.
Yeah.
I was like, I know it was a guy who's like in every movie possible.
Who is it?
Samuel L. Jackson,
Sam
Coach
Jack?
Carter. Sophie says Keenan Ivory Waynes was part of the first 4 seasons of In Living Color. Mars Attacks was a funny movie, and of course Travis wouldn't like it. You know, Sophie, it would surprise you. Travis does like odd, weird things like that every once in a while, but you have to catch him in the mood.
And it's got Jack in it, and I don't watch Jack.
Yeah, but he doesn't really have that big of a part. Like, I mean, not enough that you're like, eh. Walter's like, Roman Reigns will be back next month. Sophie
watched
says
the
about
whole
the
Hotel
house party. About the House Party franchise with all 4 House Party movies. I never watched any
First
of
of all,
them.
there's only one house party. The rest of them are stupid.
True.
It's Kid and Play, the original, like Bernie Mac's dad, or who, I don't know if it's Bernie Mac, but I think it is. But that shit is so good and so funny that I can never not watch that. Like, anytime that's on, I laugh. Part 2 was dumb. I didn't know there was a part 3. And then I knew they made a new one with, like, LeBron's house or whatever.
Oh,
But
that one?
That's just dumb sounding.
Yes. Walter says Mars attacks Martin Short. I don't think he's in that. Sophie says, I thought you were talking about Morgan Freeman. No.
I like Morgan.
Marcus says, wait, Shaq made more than one movie? I only remember him from Kazam.
Where he was a genie or whatever. Yeah, no, he was in Blue Chips. I don't know how long he was in it. It was just called Blue Chips. Look it up.
Get him. Get Santos. With your,
Who the hell is this guy?
He's the guy that used to be in his group.
Oh.
And then they had that fight, remember?
Why is he wrestling? Why isn't he released?
I don't know. Because they want to have them fight each other.
So dumb.
Well, they have to do something. Ray's gone.
Well, cool.
We should see Dragon Lee instead. You want to see him instead? Exactly. Exactly. See? You don't want to see that.
He's probably better than this
And
guy.
Carlito's broken.
In his Jeff Hardy outfit.
Yeah, when you cross him with crosses and stuff. At the crossroads.
I wonder why everybody is against Escobar.
I don't know. I don't like him anymore. No, I'm just teasing. I have no idea. Oh, no. He broke that guy who's really a tag team player. Go, Santos, and your badness. Get your badness on.
They need to bring Andrade back to
Oh,
wrestling.
I bet he'll be there. Don't worry. That guy.
It's going to be
Hey,
his
look.
partner.
It's that Dragon Lee guy. He's in it.
No, not
Of course
Dragon
it's
Lee.
him. Well, he had to fight him because Carlito got broken. So he's like, oh, I'm going to be the man. He's like, I'm the next freaking Rey Mysterio, people. As he can't even jump in the ring correctly. Did you see him with his feet? Like, dude,
They
what's
should
wrong
do
with
it
you?
like that one dude that they released that used to do it off that jumping board. And then he'd do a flip. in the ring.
Reginald?
No, he was a luchador. A luchador, not a leechador.
He was a leechador. He was a leech, indeed. So it was like, Father of the Bride. Shaq was also a rapper. And Marcus says, WWE should do more shows using the small sets. Why have a huge Titatron screen when they don't use it? So he says, D brought up Dragon Lee, and look who showed up. Well, I figured he would. I mean, Santos is out there. Carlito's
Wrestling is
broken.
predictable.
Dragon Lee's like, oh my God, if I'm going to take him out. He hurt me in wrestling. Walter's like, who's wrestling now? Well, it
Dragon Lee.
was Santos and one of the guys that used to be in his little group. And he broke him, and then Dragon Lee came out and attacked Santos because all of a sudden he's so good after he got his ass beat
He wants some attention.
during a pay-per-view.
He's like, look at me.
So there wasn't really a match or anything, Walter. So Dragon Lee for the win really doesn't work in this situation. And now there's that guy in the back who's the general manager talking about Logan Paul, our United States champion. Oh. So that Chris Farley movies are funny, and Walter says, oh,
yes.
Promo fight. Yeah. Promo fight, not fight. Oh
Is
no,
Logan
we
Paul the
lost Robbie
greatest US
and
champion of
Picola.
all
Where'd you
time?
guys go? What?
Is
Who?
Logan Paul the greatest U.S. champion of all time?
I have no
There's
idea.
some great U.S. champions because that was like Dusty Rhodes was the U.S. champion. Lex Luger was the U.S. champion.
I don't know. Sophie says they're stacking this show up as a must-see with both Randy Orton and Logan Paul on here. Oh, are they? I have no idea what's happening.
Logan.
Me too. I feel like I can accomplish anything as well. I'm lying, but okay. Walter's like, boo, Logan Paul. Boo.
Look at the guy in the middle of the basketball. He was bouncing with a dog on his back.
Why was the dog on him? Did he do it on purpose?
No, he's bouncing.
He's like, okay, I'm going to do this trick watch. Look at my dog. Oh my God. Poor dog. So it was like, we could see CM Punk versus Steve Austin. Oh my God, we could. Oh, we should totally see that.
Oh my God, can you imagine that throw-up fest? Why would you want to see Austin with a broken neck, bad knees, wrestle CM Punk? Hopefully no one in the world would want to see that.
I don't.
I mean, it was hard enough to
That's
watch him
just
wrestle
my
Vince
opinion.
McMahon. And that stunner that he gave Vince. Come on. We don't want to see that stuff again.
Pico's like, I'm not keeping up with movie vomit ADHD. That can happen on Wednesdays. Oh, Picola. We were talking about Love and Basketball, and you didn't answer the question that Travis legitimately had about it. That's why.
Is Ray Allen in it?
You said Love and Basketball was your personal favorite for a basketball movie of a sports movie, and so Travis had an actual question.
Ray Allen. I'm going to take a nap.
Why are we have shit like Boston Tea Party? What is that? What?
The Boston Tea Party. What are you doing?
Nothing.
Is that a code?
Yes, that's a code for. No, I had my fingers under my legs like this, so I like brought them out. See how red they are from being under my rubbing on the seat. Sophie said, "Do you see grown-ups?" Of course. Steve Austin said, "Steve Austin did wrestle against Owens a couple of years ago." People was like, "He got game. It's a Spike Lee joint."
Oh, that's one with Ray Allen. He got game.
Oh, he got game. Well, who's in Love and Basketball then? Who's the person? Legitimate question. Wonder if he doesn't want to sign with you.
He wants to wrestle the champ, though.
Which champ? Roman, the
real
Bloodline
champ.
people?
The real champ, yes.
Oh, not the fake one. That's good to know. Logan Paul! Guy everybody loves to hate.
He showers with that thing.
It's very clean, I'm sure. So it was like, so SmackDown will take place in Berlin the night before the Bash at the Berlin pay-per-view.
Looks like it.
They are leaning into this Raw versus SmackDown with both general managers wanting to sign Randy tonight. Yeah, they're going to have a pulling fest on him, and he's going to like be like a piece of taffy.
And will that be in the middle of the day? Will it be live, or will they just record it and then we'll have to watch it that night?
The SmackDown for Berlin? Ooh, yeah, that's a good question. So it's like, do you think we could see Logan Paul versus Cena for Mania? How about no?
Could we? Yeah, why would we want to, though? There again, you got an old man that just lost Solo Sequoia.
Yeah, and he like had a meltdown. Like, oh, I'm so bad and terrible. Look at me. I'm just so out of shit. I can't do this anymore.
Wouldn't it be better to watch Solo wrestle Logan?
Yeah, let's have him wrestle him and lose. Lose. Just kidding. Old Logan Paul. That guy that nobody likes.
Yeah, I mean, if John Cena's going to come back and wrestle somebody, it probably should be somebody like LA Knight or, I don't know, Braun Strowman or something. I have no idea.
So it's like, or LA Knight versus Logan Paul?
LA Knight would be okay. He'll probably come out right now. Yeah.
Is he on SmackDown?
He's got a question for us.
Who is he talking about?
Anybody that ever hated on him?
Oh. Who's his best friend?
Anybody.
Chris is in the chat. Hey, Chris, good to see you tonight. How's your week gone? Says LA Knight versus Logan. Yeah. You want to see that too? Is he going to come out? What the fuck is he saying?
Is that like a song?
I have no idea. I thought he was talking about Sammy. Was that who his best friend used to be? Like,
No.
stabbed him in the back? I thought they were besties.
Who knows what you're even talking about? Why are you talking about somebody named Sammy?
Sami Zayn.
Why are you talking about him?
I thought that's what he said. Did he not say that?
No.
Oh, I wasn't really listening to his words then. That sounds dirty and gross all at the same
Well, it's
time.
supposed to be because he's a heel.
Oh.
And he's doing a really bad job at it.
Safety says they have plenty of time to decide what the Mania matches could be.
Oh, yeah. We're on the road to WrestleMania. So
Ayla's in the chat. She says,
we got a
hey.
way to go.
Hey.
Hey.
How's it going? How's the kids? Everybody still alive? Nobody pooped themselves to death yet.
Oh, there's going to be a tournament.
Tournament?
Who's going to be in it?
Next week. 8 superstars.
Logan's got he's hitting puberty. So.
Santos Escobar is one of them?
Santos.
Damn. Dragon Lee's in it?
Boo.
Karrion Kross?
Kross?
What the fuck?
Kross is still around. And some NXT superstar.
Bobby Lashley?
Which is going to be, what's his name?
Grayson Waller? Austin? Kevin Owens? Who's number 8?
The NXT guy.
Who's the NXT guy?
We don't know. He said some NXT guy. It's going to be Apollo or whatever that guy's name is.
Wesley?
No, the one that was champion.
Carmelo Hayes?
Carmelo Hayes.
Ew, Barfo.
That's good. That's my guess now. It might not be.
So if it's like Logan is going to be part of that Elimination Chamber pay-per-view, people's like, no! So if it's like an 8-man tournament, so is this like AEW tournament? And Ayla's like, I just made it home. The roads are terrible. Actually, Indigo pooped herself almost to death, apparently. Oh, God. Poor kiddo. Aww. Yeah, the roads were terribly bad when I left work, too. So, yeah, I'm glad you made it home safe. It was fucking nasty out there. Pico's like, snooze. So it's like, wow, Kross is alive. We haven't seen him on WWE TV in a while. Yeah, lame-o.
Yeah, we might get to see the smoke show.
Picola's like, snooze fest, sleepy time, which is sleeping about Picola. You don't want to see this 8-man tournament with Logan Paul in the U.S. Championship. Kevin Owens is going to be in it.
It doesn't even start till next week.
I think he's your favorite.
Can I take a snooze?
Sophie says, Kevin versus Logan Paul, here we come.
I'm sure it is. Somebody that Kevin can't beat.
Oh, no, not 10 years ago. Ooh, he was on the Vine app. It's funny that he brought that up. Vine. Oh, no. Unbearable. Actually, that's probably his brother more so anymore, but sure. Crap drink you peddle. Oh, no.
Slander.
Not the slander.
Why isn't people saying what when he's talking? He's stuttering in between each word.
I have no idea.
When Logan was doing it, they were like,
I guess
"What?"
maybe they only do it to like people they don't like to listen to. I don't know. Oh no, not the KO. So he says, why isn't LA Knight not part of this tournament? Who knows? Pico's like, yeah, right. Pico like, yeah, right, what? It was like, she's got a fever, just chilling. I had to drive up George's parents' hill and back down. I was going slow. I'd feel bad if everyone else wasn't also driving 15 miles an hour. Dude. Going up that hill is a nightmare and a half.
Oh!
Piccolo's like, this Canadian prick. And Sophie's like, it would be funny if Logan defends his championship the next time he fights in boxing. It was like, happy with your chicken, Travis? That took forever, by the way.
Yeah, I figured it would. Sorry about that.
I appreciate it, though. Just think, it won't be like a daily thing. Just a monthly. Did you find room for it?
I threw away a bunch of old stuff that you had in there.
I bet you did.
I'm like, she doesn't even know what this is. I'm throwing it away. Guess what it was? You won't know because I threw it away.
Cool. Was it meat?
No.
Oh.
It's like cookies and things.
Cookies.
Mm-hmm.
Cookies.
Exactly.
Cookies and things. Was it that cookie dough
Maybe.
that I got last year? Because I used the one this year.
It was a box.
It was just like a little brown box,
Mm-hmm.
like about like this, like about that thick and
Yeah.
like about like that. Yeah, it was from last year. I probably forgot all about it that I'd gotten it.
Did he just punch both of them?
Oh no,
Poor
he hit
Theory's just a
him.
biatch.
Oh, bummer.
He didn't used to be.
So be like, Logan is a good heel.
Yeah.
It was like, my car isn't all-wheel drive, so I might just walk from now on. Yes, but if it is it front-wheel drive? Because if it's front-wheel drive, then you're good. You're fine. So if he says, wasn't Logan a face when he first signed with the WWE?
Yeah, a little bit here and there.
Yeah, he kind of was.
Going up against Roman and others.
Yeah.
Ooh, coming up
Gross.
next.
He's going to get his hands
He's
on
going to
him.
put his hands all over Grayson.
Oh my God. That's terrifying. Ugh.
I wonder if Tiffany's going to be jealous.
He was like, it's rear-wheel drive. George just told me.
Oh, that's fun. You can do cookies.
It's a rear-wheel drive.
Go to the parking lot, the mall. It's where all the fun happens. It's on Friday. Of course, it's going to be on right after Raw or SmackDown, I mean.
I thought it was a special SmackDown and they were just doing it as a SmackDown.
Oh, is that what they said?
That's what I heard, but maybe I heard it incorrectly, which is a possibility. So if it says they have been letting the women be either the main event match or segment the last couple weeks on SmackDown, people's like, dang, Tribute to the Troops is way early this month.
Get it over with.
They're like, ew, Tribute to Troops, barfo.
Well, that way they can get all the athletes rested before the new year. I'm assuming they're going to take a week off at some point. Maybe that Friday before Christmas Eve.
Maybe.
And then Christmas Day.
Right? I mean, that's a good possibility.
They could also do it on New Year's if they wanted to, but that would be 2 weeks off, and I don't know if they'll go that far.
Ayla's like, I fishtail all over. What kind of tires you got?
Get some chains.
Sounds like you might need to get something put on your tires, like those not really chains, but those things that they put. You see them on the post office things, the post office, the postal service trucks.
Yeah.
They're not chains, but they're like some kind of like stick almost that goes around them. They're like chains, but not chains, if that makes sense. So it says we won't have a Christmas Day Raw. I don't know about the SmackDown before Christmas. Yeah, nobody knows. It was like, I thought they were all weather. Deb bought them. They're new, or were new. I'm sure they're all season tires, which are
It's
good.
just slick out there, no
But
matter
it's
what.
really slick, and with it being like that, you just need a little extra traction. What happens with rear-wheel drive is they usually don't have enough junk in the trunk, as I call it. It's just not heavy enough in the back. But if you have weight in the back, it doesn't matter if you're rear wheel. You won't fishtail as much. But if you have those particular things, they'll kind of give you a little bit of grip. So he says the last couple of years, they have been putting Tribute to the Troops at random times and days. And Piccolo says RVD in the 2000s had an issue with Vinnie Mac due to the TTT's mandatory flights overseas. Oh, Tribute to the Troops mandatory flights overseas.
Yeah, he probably had like an anxiety issue because he gets high all the time.
Not
because he gets high, but
that's why
he gets high because of
his anxiety issues. Chris says, hey, Travis and D. Hey, Chris, you came in here a minute ago. Now you're back again. Hi, bud. You said LA Knight versus Logan. Miguel says, man, come to Florida. We'll have to worry about it. Right? I mean, you're just right next door. Pfft, shit. It was like, no, false advertising. All season means I can go 50 miles per hour in this crap weather. I'm suing Deb. Well, you could go 50 miles an hour in the crap weather. That doesn't mean you can stop.
Where she's at, they're fine.
You got to get up to 50 miles per hour, too.
Not a lot of ice in Yuma.
Could you imagine if it did? Oh, my God, people would have a meltdown.
Snowing. What?
Sophie's like, I'm guessing there won't be any special performance on tribute to the troops like they usually do. I'm not sure. We don't know what they're going to do.
It sounded like there was going to be a band there that plays country music, but I don't know who it was.
Robbie's like, was it too small? Your face, probably. Sophie's like, some years tribute to the troops are an hour and sometimes 2. Well, if they do it in place of SmackDown, it'll be 2. So there you go. But right now we have KO versus that Grayson Waller guy.
Yeah, and Kevin Owens should run through him.
Is this the first match, or is this just a matchup before the tournament that starts next week, right?
Yeah, this isn't part of it. This is just for fun. But it should be part of it.
I mean, I would think so too, but I'm not sure if they said it was or not.
I don't want to watch it again.
Me neither. Pico's like, oh man, I swear. Oh my God, Picola. Swearing.
Why is he swearing, you think?
I don't know. It was like, all right, I need to tend to sick goblins and make din-din. All right, girl. Thanks for stopping in. Sorry your kiddos are still sick. Hopefully everybody starts feeling better. Poor things.
Boo. Here we go. Terrible elbow drop.
Pickle's like, I don't give 2 shits. But you give 3, don't you? Yeah, that's what I figured.
How does one give a shit? Like,
do you like have
shit
to
in a
poop in
bag?
your hands and like give it to people?
That's what I'm saying. Do you shit in a bag or like a box? Is it like
A
one
paper
of those?
bag and then you start on fire?
Is it like one of those mail-in services where they check your prostate or whatever?
Just teasing you, Pickle.
Your colon.
We love you, buddy. I'm sorry. So this is next week is the beginning of the tournament. Oh, so we're going to have to see this again is what you're saying. Great.
Quite possibly.
It was like, it's okay. Night, guys. Night, Ayla. Robbie says, where did you think it went right for the women's division? Well, it used to go right, and then we had Ronda Rousey happen.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
Pickle's like, another mid-card tournament. Sounds normal. So it's like the names for this tournament are random and surprising. Brandon says, Bailey married Brandon Stevens. Sophie says, why can't they do a tournament to decide who faces Roman? I was like, D just don't have the runs. That would be terrifying. Peel's like, bright 10 fully green and red.
Logan's over there drinking his water.
His prime.
Mm-hmm.
He's got
Every
his
time the
hydration
camera goes
drink.
over there, he's like, oh, look.
He's like, don't worry, here's my prime hydration drink. Ravi's like, so it didn't go right? Nope, it totally went left.
What didn't go right?
The women's division.
It did. It was when Nia punched the man in the face.
Miss Becky Pants.
That's when it changed. That was like the Phenom was born.
And then it went really well. And then they're like, we should hire Ronda Rousey.
Ronda was there at that time.
Oh, was she?
Mm-hmm.
I thought she wasn't quite there. I thought that was after or before she came.
And then she
like
came.
not long before she came.
She wrestled for the world title right after that.
Oh, that's what happened.
And beat her, and then Ronda left.
Sophie says when they do overseas episodes of SmackDown the night before an overseas pay-per-view, I bet they tape it before it hits air. And Quentin says Vic Joseph is an NXT commentator. Oh, is he? Huh.
Is he? I thought he was just an interview dude that worked independently.
Piccolo says, if you mix Prime and Woo drink, you'll probably crash after a 72-hour bender.
It's funny.
You might poison yourself, too. Who knows? Sophie says, I think the thing that hurt the women's division is when Sasha and Naomi were babies and walked out of the company.
Well, that doesn't help.
Doesn't help their
I
division.
don't feel like it necessarily hurt it, other than all those storylines that were going on are over.
Yeah, it really messed up a lot of other people's lives doing what they did. Oh, Pickle's like, you might even hit a brother. Oh, man, you wouldn't do that. What you would do is probably overclean your house and then think that the conspiracy theorists of the FBI was trapped inside your walls.
I can hear him talking.
Exactly. Peanut butter and crack sandwiches. It's probably what it would be like, I'm guessing. Robbie's like, WWE doesn't go in hard with the women's division by making any decent match-ups. War Games was soft like Kleenex.
It was, too.
Then they needed issues for their tissues.
And they should have done it more of Raw versus SmackDown, more than just Raw
This group
versus
against
Raw,
this group.
SmackDown versus SmackDown.
Sophie says, who will come back to the WWE first, Naomi or Sasha?
Well, if it was tomorrow, it would be Sasha because Naomi's under contract. But,
Quentin says, and Vic was once a commentator for both 205 Live and Raw.
huh. Damn, I don't remember him on Raw.
People says, Lord, I dated a girl going through manic stuff. 1.5 stars, would not recommend. I'm surprised you gave it a whole half star more, dude. I'm thinking that would be more like kind of a negative. So if it's like, what went wrong with the tag division in the WWE?
What went wrong with them?
Vince's hate for tag teams,
Vince
possibly?
doesn't like tag teams, and that goes back. I mean, I would say right when Shawn Michaels kicked Marty Jannetty in the face and then threw him through the window. I would say that was kind of the beginning of the downfall of the tag team division. The British Bulldogs broke up, the Hart Foundation broke up, the Rockers broke up, and then you just keep going.
Rob is like, very tasty, D. LOL, them sandwiches do share. Dude, you probably have more access to the possibilities of things like crack than I do. Because you do work in a loony bin place. So, Pickle's like, great sex though. Drama.
That's what I was just going to say, by the way.
That's the only time. But the problem of it is it's good until the end. And then they're crazy.
And then, obviously, and then who else are they doing? Because the manicness, they're like, oh, I have a great idea.
Pickle's like, the penny tag team belts. The penny tag team belts.
Oh, my gosh.
So he says, for a while, the tag division was on fire, and it wasn't that long ago.
No, it's never been on fire. It's always been bad. And when you say on fire, there was like 3 tag teams. I don't think that counts. I feel like you have to have at least, 12 tag teams to make a division worth shit. And they don't have anywhere near that. Because you have to have competition. And then 1 set of belts and 12 tag teams so that they're more prestigious. You don't have 3 tag teams and 2 title belts. That makes 0 sense. And then they just put singles wrestlers together. And that's your tag team champions. Or just Braun Strowman by himself.
For however long, and then move on to the next
and then
weirdos
just
that
make
they
him
put together.
forfeit it or something. And then, just put it on another singles wrestler or something. It's dumb.
So he says, do you think a rankings system would work in the WWE?
100%. It's one of my things that I really liked when AEW first started. Because then you could have matches and they have built-in storylines. Like right now, Kevin Owens would be ranked, 8th, 9th? Grayson Waller would be 12, 15. And they're wrestling each other, so the winner would move up or stay where they're at. But if Grayson won, then he would move up a couple spots.
Or a spot, whatever.
Instead of just having no point to have this match at all, other than they came down and talked shit.
Pickle's like, it reminds me of the Good Brothers and the colons. Like colonoscopy colons, like your intestines.
Or are you talking about the Cullens, the family on the Vampire Show with the Wolf Boy?
I think those are the colons.
Oh.
These are like colons, like COLONS. like your intestines. Pickle's like, right? Low standards. Seriously, Sophie. So it was like, didn't we have like 10 tag teams at one point and they brought back the brand split? When they...
Yeah, I mean, but most of those tag teams are singles wrestlers together. To me, that's not really a tag team.
So it was like the AEW ranking system went away for no reason.
Yeah, other than they just do stupid shit over there. I feel bad for that company because it's just going downhill. Like, ever since the Wheeler Yuta Daniel Garcia stuff from last year, around the same time, it's went downhill, and now it's even worse. Their titles are stagnant. The talent's stagnant. They got to do something. I really don't want to stop watching.
True.
But I feel like I'm there.
Walter's like, okay, bye guys, see you Monday. Bye, Walter. Have
There
a
it
great
is. Kevin
weekend.
Owens
Be
wins.
safe. Kevin Owens took the win off of old Gracie Waller. Poor Grayson. He seems upset. Yep, Sophie, you told us that a while ago that QT Marshall resigned from AEW. Pico says, it's weird, they evaporate, and it's just Street Profits. Usos, Alpha Academy, maybe Viking Raiders. Not Viking Raiders anymore.
Eric
Pico,
broke his
because
neck.
Eric broke his neck, he had to get major surgery, so he might not come back, and now they're pushing Ivar as just a singles wrestler right now, so I don't even know if that's a thing. I mean, as, like, actual, you know, like... tag teams, and the Usos aren't really a tag team anymore, right? They put them on separate shows for fuck's sake for whatever
They need
reason.
to hurry and get rid of this storyline so they can put them back together.
But they technically, I would look at them as always a tag team because they don't feel that they can really push them as separate singles wrestlers. It's just weird because I don't feel like they should be as good as singles wrestlers, no matter how much they push Jay while Jimmy was out, you know, having
he was
his
losing
issues.
all the time then too. It's not like he was winning, and he's not winning now.
Pico says later, Walter, and Sophie says, do you think after Cody left AEW, that company went downhill? It was going that way before Cody left. That's why he left.
I think Cody left for a reason.
Sophie says about the New Day. Picola says, oh yeah, Brawling Brutes and those Euro guys. And Brawling Brutes really might not be a tag team anymore either. They're kind of pushing them apart. Butch had his own match today with Bobby Lashley. And What's-His-Face was nowhere to be found.
Yeah, we didn't even see Ridge.
So who knows what's going on with that little group. But yeah, the Pretty Deadly or whatever those guys are, they're a tag team for sure.
Yeah, like I said, there's a few. It's just there's like I don't even know who the champions are. Oh wait,
they're the Judgment Day guys.
They're again two singles wrestlers
that have always been singles
what
wrestlers.
I'm
They have
talking
never
about.
been in. I mean, they may have been in groups before and stuff, and maybe worked with other people, but they're not an actual tag team wrestlers. They're just work with another singles wrestler. And so it says you also forgot about Judgment Day, Pretty Deadly. No, he said Pretty Deadly, the Euro guys. So it was like Imperium, DIY, the Creed brothers. So the Creed brothers are new on the scene from NXT. DIY is once again two singles wrestlers that are being put together.
And if they're going to keep them as a tag team, that's great. But
that means they shouldn't be
single
winning
wrestle.
separate. They shouldn't be winning singles wrestler matches very often. Imperium isn't. I mean, I guess they have always kind of been a team together. So I mean, they could be kind of put in that area.
I feel like they're two singles wrestlers, and then DeVinci or whatever his name.
Da Vinci.
He needs to go. Bye.
Pico says, "Ooh, connecting people through wrestling." Damn it, I missed him again. Damn you, Picola, seeing him before me.
It was on Monday.
Just kidding. They're probably there tonight, too. They are usually there. A lot of the times. It's crazy. So if he says Imperium versus DIY in a 2 out of 3 falls this week. So like CM Punk on SmackDown next week.
I don't know. Is that supposed to happen? There it is, yeah. Here comes that match. Bianca. Charlotte. Tits McGee.
Tits McGee. Pickle's like, I just seen him in the Punk vid. Oh, I see. I thought he was there tonight. It's like, I missed him. You caught him first. Usually I see their little sign in that one row.
Hey, Tits McGee and Shotzi are about the same name. You have a bug on your shoulder. No, it's right there. There you go. No, it's somewhere else.
Disgusting things.
I think you killed it. You're mean.
Good. Sophie says, did you see all the YouTube wrestling community in that reaction video?
Yeah, I had.
They're like, we really need people who have positively reacted to this to send your videos in.
We're like, oh God. Here it is. Khalifa's like, all right, well, it's a good night.
Okay, bye. I'm leaving. Bye. Chris says, holy shit, Shotzi's boobs huge tonight.
That's why I
Yeah,
said.
you missed him earlier, Chris. It was sad that you missed him. But
They're
yeah.
sitting up here.
Yeah. Pickle says, I have another TikTok game to play. Sweet. What is it? Give it to us. Sophie's like, wonder when we will see CM Punk wrestle on WWE TV. Pickle's
Hopefully
like,
never.
it's whenevers.
Just put it on pay-per-views and that's it.
Whenevers. It's whenevers. TikTok game is whenevers.
Whenever.
Whenevers.
Well, we have a 3-hour show this Monday, so. Hey, look, Fox is finally working on here.
Oh, good for it.
It only took it months.
Bastards. Chris says, damn, I want Shotzi's rack on my face now. Write her a nice letter. Maybe she'll answer you.
I bet you could do it. She doesn't seem untouchable.
Pickle's like, yeah, Wrestle Talk took 15 just to hype themselves about being on that segment.
Was it, what's his name? The little guy? I can't think of his name. One with the different voice.
I don't understand.
Ollie.
I don't understand that. What does he mean by that?
They probably did a show.
They took 15
Probably did
just
a
to
15
hype themselves about being on that segment.
Yeah. They probably did a 15-minute show on being on there.
Oh, I see. Sophie says CM Punk could be a high favorite to win the Rumble. They aren't the only ones. And people are always like, Pete, not Ollie.
No. They're gigillionaires.
They're
Because
gagillionaires.
they have gigabits. Big giga. Yeah.
Live
big
life like a
giggles.
gagillionaire. That's funny. So it's like, didn't some YouTube channel appear on Busted Open Radio this week because of that video? I have
idea.
no idea, Sophie.
I don't even know what Busted Open Radio is.
Don't keep track of any of that stuff. So it's like, I thought Wrestle Talk works with Impact. Their Wrestle Talk, I'm pretty sure they work with a lot of different places. They might have like more ins with some places than others, I guess. I don't know their job or lives. Feels like, oh, sorry. They talk on the Raw podcast and do a recap, but their first 15 minutes was, OMG, we were on TV.
Yeah, that con man dude also said that on his video. I was on there. It's like, that's pretty cool.
Oh my God, so amazing
If you're
for
into
you.
cool things.
Like, wow. Because, like, see, Sophie, you know these things. Knows those things. All the things to know.
Fox.
Give it.
Give it.
Sophie says, I don't
Progressive.
follow all the YouTube channels that were in that reaction video. Why not? Why don't you? I only heard of some of them.
Yeah, they didn't do the British guy, though. Which is weird. Look at Bailey.
Pickle says, and we'll elaborate, but I don't know if it's not absolutely news to us unless we follow them. That's true.
Yeah, you stay here tonight.
Well, now you're being outcasted, so what are you going to do now?
Because they're the outcast.
They're damage control. Maybe she should be outcasted and go over to the outcast people over on whatchamacallit. Didn't she come up with them or around them or something?
With the Misfit toys.
Saraya and what's her face? What's her nuts? Ruby
no.
Soho?
No.
Oh.
That was Liv.
I know Liv was with them. I thought that Bailey was around them too.
No.
Feels like jargon. Yeah, jargon.
No, Bailey came
Blood
out.
Knight's like, oh my gosh! I want Kyrie entrance so bad, please.
There it is. She's got a pirate look because she is a pirate ogre.
She's like, I'm going to go back to my old ways. It's fine.
They brought the pirate back.
I think Chris is going for Kai and So Hot. And Pico's like, I guess I would be hype if WG had their CM Skunk reaction on Raw.
No, we wouldn't have made it.
We weren't happy enough. We weren't like, oh my God, it's CM Punk. It's so exciting.
No geeking out.
No geeking out. How about you, Picola? Did you geek out? Or were you like that? Whatever.
What's this? Oh, EO. How do you spell EO?
IYO. Oh. You can't call him CM Skunk, Picola. You love him. So it was like Nick Khan did talk to Warner Brother Discovery in October for the Raw TV deal, and they turned him down.
Oh, so it's over?
Pickle's like, I'm so over it. You're such a liar face. Lies. All lies, buddy. All lies. I don't believe you.
All right. Kairi Sane, Bianca Belair. There's a couple cuties in here right now. Oh, she just got kicked right in that ass.
Bug.
Basically kicked her in the back.
Oh, no. Sophie says some YouTubers were live in the arena when CM Punk came back. Blood Knight's like, okay, let's play a game. Which one of those women's outfit would you wear? Yeah, Travis. Which one of those outfits would you wear?
What the?
We want to know.
What?
Which one would you wear? We're playing a game.
Oscars, I guess? I don't know. She's got a shirt on at least. I'm trying to look around. Like, if I had to wear one of these. Sure ain't Shotzi's. Although I wouldn't mind Shotzi to take hers off for me to put it on. Does that count?
I want to see you in that outfit. Let's go get one.
I can't even say Bailey's, even though Bailey's is like fishnet. It's weird.
Some of them do.
Yeah, definitely Oscars. I'm going with Oscars if I had to wear one of them. See, it's normal. It's jeans and a shirt.
It says I would wear Shotzi.
Yeah.
Oh, are you talking about actually wearing the women, not their outfits?
Oh, I thought we had to
Now,
wear
if we're
their
wearing
clothes.
the women, that's a completely different thing.
Yeah, Shotzi's probably up there. She got no butt though. I mean,
Chris says love Char in her onesie. So he's like, Travis will look funny in all the outfits.
yeah, but look at Oscars right there with the purple hair. That's not too bad if I had to wear something.
That's cute. Pickles like, it's like you think I have a punk shrine with candles lit around his pick or something.
Is that
Yeah,
what you
you
have?
do, don't ya?
It runs
Yeah,
in the family.
you do. Yours is CM Punk where your mom is Christmas. Oh, that is so adorable, Pickle.
Yours could be left up 365 days a year.
Forever. I'm teasing you, by the way.
This is Punk when he came up in 90. This is Punk in high school. This is when he first got his Pepsi tattoo.
I'm sorry. Oh.
Love it.
He's like got a scrapbook and everything. Pico is like, this is quite the reveal. Sophie says QT Marshall is really good friends with Cody Rhodes, but he does have problems with CM Punk. Doesn't he? Blood Ninja's got the laughy faces. And Sophie's like, which outfit would D wear? All of them all at once. Pico's like, Shotzi is your typical Filipino body shape.
Are you saying that Filipinos don't have butts?
Is that what you're saying, Pico?
But they have giant boobs.
They have a large rack.
Big boobs, no butt. What did McKenna say it looked like? An eye thing, an earbud?
Oh.
They look like earbuds?
An AirPod?
Is that what they are, earbud?
Like the iPhone things?
Yeah.
AirPods.
AirPod. Yeah, you look like an AirPod.
You've got the boobs, but you don't got the ass. Just got this boob up here, but then you just have sticks down below. So it says, which finishing move would Travis take, Randy RKO or a Steve Austin stunner?
Would I take and use on people or have to take in a match?
Like,
if I had to take it in
like
a match,
used on him or...
I'd rather get stunnered because then you just go to your knees instead of onto your belly.
People's like, they never have the booty. That's why I go for Latina booty. Yeah, those Brazilian women, some of them got some pretty nice butts.
I don't know what women they are, but whatever Shakira is, that one.
What's that on her back?
That's her ass.
That's her ass?
I mean, if you want butt in this match, then it's obviously Bianca. There's no other butt out there.
Yeah, Bailey's in the back. Dirty brat. Sophie's like, use on him. Oh, which one would you like to have finishing moves used on you?
Yeah, the stunner.
Blood's like, the most powerful position is on your knees. So we've heard about Tegan Knox.
Yep. Yeah, I'd like to drink half a beer and then get stunnered with Stone Cold. That'd be cool. I'd do it.
They've got the full house over there at the Barclays Center.
I forgot I called Kairi Sane the pirate hooker until she brought the pirate wheel back out. It's back. The pirate hooker.
Yep. With her big old pirate hat and everything.
Yeah, Bianca's just a different level athlete.
Which is fine. Kairi Sane's not bad. She's little enough that she can pull off some stuff. She's just not big enough to do a lot of big moves on them.
Yeah, she's not going to be able to do any power move at all.
So it was like, would you tag with Austin or tag with Randy Orton?
Well, obviously Randy.
Yeah, duh.
Austin's like has no knee ligaments and he's crippled. I don't want to be out there with a cripple. Jesus.
Well, Randy's almost crippled too, but you know. I mean, at least he's in better shape, I suppose.
Right.
Pickle is laughing about his stuff earlier, and Sophie says, too bad we never got to see Austin versus Hogan. You know what? They could probably have a fight now. Both of them with their walkers.
Jesus Christ. They could do like an arm wrestling match or something. Hogan can't feel his lower half. Austin doesn't have a lower half. This is classic. Oh, man. Chris is like, scissoring versus motorboating. Who wins? What the hell are you talking about? Like what people are we talking about in these situations? Yeah, and is it...
Who's motorboating who in these situations, and who's scissoring who?
Yeah.
I mean, you know, motorboating son of a bitch. I mean, come on.
I'm going 99% motorboat right here.
Like, if you're doing it yourself.
I don't know which one I'm scissoring. Some weird shit.
Sophie's like, Randy Orton is very jacked, and he said he'll be around for another 10 years. Blood's like, that didn't sound right at all. Which part?
And who's supposed to get motorboated? Is it...
Are we
Tits
having
McGee out
like
there.
them motorboat each other?
Oh, am
I
I
mean, because
watching
there's some
people do
ladies
that?
that don't have stuff to motorboat, so would they have to motorboat somebody else?
Yeah, like Bianca's not gonna get motorboated. Oh shit, she just drops her.
Sophie's like, who would win, The Rock or Randy Orton?
Right now. Yeah, I don't know.
Jingle bells.
Probably The Rock, because they'd be bringing him
Missing
back.
Christmas.
Hopefully that song's not one of those. Hello? Hi.
Chris says the Acclaimed Scissoring versus the motorboating tag team from AEW. They are basically a cheap version of Heavy Machinery. Oh, you mean an actual, like, tag
Sure.
teams?
I don't want to do it on the air.
Can she wait, like, 20 minutes?
I can text it. Cool. Can you hear me? Yeah.
Ooh,
I said I
Kyrie
can
Sane's
text
coming
it to you.
around. Old Bianca with her low pony tonight.
Well, I'm on the air,
Showtime.
so I can't say it.
Yeah, I'm not saying it over the air, sweetie pie. Chris says, love that ringtone. So he's like, I can't believe we are 24 days till
Oh,
Christmas
right,
and
love
Hanukkah starts next week, I believe. Yes, it does. It's like, what was it?
What's happening next
Hanukkah,
week?
the 5th through the,
Oh, I
or
don't
the
remember.
7th through the,
It's 8 days. It was sunset on the 7th, I think, and then
the 7th.
the 13th it was that night or something. I can't remember exactly.
Yeah, it's funny that you mentioned that, Sophie, because Travis and I were just talking about that.
I've seen it on the calendar.
On the
and I was
calendar.
Like, I didn't know when Hanukkah
I
was.
thought Bailey wasn't allowed to be out there.
Well,
She
one of
came
the-
out anyways?
One of the riffraff told her that.
Yeah, EO told her. No, 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 no.
She doesn't count.
She's not the leader of this group. You may be a champion, bitch, but you're not the fucking leader. Oh no, Bella's getting her. It's probably because of Bailey. They're going to blame her.
It's over. So they did have lose. I knew that Bianca wasn't losing, but I thought
Yeah.
Kyrie would.
I wasn't
not
sure
lose.
they'd have her lose, but it looks like Bailey helped her lose. To make her lose? Because she's a pirate hooker?
It's too bad. She didn't used to be. Oh wait, never mind. She's always been.
Chris is like, Chonica? And Chris is telling you Kai is the mastermind of the whole thing. Sophie said, what? What are we blowing up?
Us doing this.
Sophie says last year or the year before Hanukkah ended when Christmas began or it started on Christmas Day.
Yeah, I don't know how Hanukkah works. You'd have to look it up. Some of those
Probably
religious,
has to do with like moon rises and
yeah,
the moon and
kind of
stuff.
like Easter. It's like it's the first Sunday after a full moon, but not before the crescent of the capital of Iraq
Nice.
or something.
Blood's like Natalia's the queen of the word bitch. She says it's so hard. Like she means it.
She's an interesting character. Her and her sister like just strip on their page all the time.
They're like, I want to be a stripper.
And now she
but-
wears her boobs out. She's just like, fuck it. She gave up. She's just like, whatever. Where's her OnlyFans or whatever?
The thing
it's
of it
called?
is that I don't understand is that she always like wore those weird outfits forever, and I'm not sure why. And now all of a sudden she like stopped. So I don't know if like something changed with her confidence issues or what's going on
She
there.
just wants her tits out there.
She's like, I just want to be sexy, and all those sexy ladies get all the notices.
She knows her time's running out.
Blood says they be boob slapping. Damn, boob slapping. Sophie says, we know who Dakota's first match is going to be against when she is fully healed. Bailey. It's totally Bailey.
It doesn't matter. She's one of those other girls. I like her and everything, but she really has no place. Like she's like a Zelina
She's
Vega,
just
but
there.
less.
She's like there. Chris says, yes, I always thought Nadia was sexy. However, she always got overlooked.
Because she wore a onesie.
Yeah, sometimes her outfit choices were like no bueno. Just saying. They weren't very flattering for her body type. And I don't know if she's always worn those type of outfits like before, but since I've watched it, she's always worn them, so I find it weird. So he says, do you think we will see Bayley versus Io at the Rumble?
Sure. Hopefully they don't have the title still on Io at that time. That'd be a long-ass title reign that she does not need.
Or deserve.
But there again, if she's wrestling Bayley, she's not going to win the title. So she'll hold the title even longer. That's just dumb.
D-Floor.
You got like the Hulk Hogan.
Butter my butt and call me a biscuit. Biscuit.
This is a biscuit.
It's a
Ooh,
terrifying
look, next
picture
week,
above. What's going on up there?
Charlotte and Asuka.
Oh no.
Next week.
Charlotte and Asuka.
CM Punk will be on next week, so we can skip it.
Yes, I'm not watching next week. SmackDown's tribute to the troops with this guy that everybody loves.
Karrion Kross has to go up against Bobby Lashley in the first round. Hilarious. And Dragon Lee has to go up against freaking, what's his name?
Santos?
Yeah.
Again? My God, we're going to have to see that crap again? Ugh, Jesus.
Hopefully it's the last time, though.
Sophie says, do you think we will see Bayley versus... Oh, I read that. Chris says Natty used to wear a bra and then her ring tights when she first came up in 2009 with the Hart Dynasty. Then she wore shorts for a while, and then finally for the past 10 years it's been like onesies. Sophie says, for someone who is injured, Dakota doesn't look too injured, and usually when someone is injured, they're usually not on TV. She probably needed some money, and that's fine. And she can be out there without...
It's a knee injury, so it works.
And it's a knee injury. And knee injuries, you actually they usually want you to walk and work with it for like months and months and months of PT, physical therapy, if you don't know what that is, for months and months. And it's probably good that she's out using it because it's better than sitting around not. So he says, for someone who is, I read that. Chris says Lashley versus Kross will be interesting, and Pickle's like, little bit of irony. Ooh, what irony? So he says, for a tribute to the Troops special episode of SmackDown, it doesn't feel like a tribute to the Troops episode. It looks like a regular episode of SmackDown. Those bastards. And Blood's like, woo, cheering Nick. Pickle's like, LOL, tell that to Adam Cole. Yeah. Why is he at there? He's like fucking completely injured. His thing's all up in a cast and shit. They see him all the time.
Who's Randy going to choose, or is this going to be a long courtship?
He's like, dude, I don't like either one of your dumbasses. Walks away. Nobody is liked in this situation of stupid. He was like, yeah, I take steroids and human growth hormones to get this way. Congratulations to me.
And a lot of food.
Sophie's like, tell that to MJF. MJF isn't injured. The liar face. He's using that cane as a stunt double. Sophie says, do you think they will do the same type of thing with CM Punk next week? No.
No. Nobody wants Punk.
I don't think they're going to do the same type of thing with him as a free agent or whatever. I don't think they're going to be like, you want to be on my brand instead?
They could.
Yeah, I just don't know how they would do it. And
They'd have to have him on a Raw, so Randy will probably sign with SmackDown so he can wrestle Roman, and then Punk so he can wrestle, what's his name?
what's his nuts?
Monday Night Rollins or whatever.
Seth, Mr. freaking Rollins. Oh, let's see. Pickle's like, right. He has cross-eyed Jimmy Jack Michaels reveal. He's exclusive to NXT.
There you go.
Ooh,
I'm from Texas.
I'll wear me a cowboy hat. Got kicked in the back of the head by a jackass.
Happened in the ring. I'm pretty sure he beat him for the world title in the NWA, but I could be wrong. But they're both world champions from the NWA, both GMs.
Oh, both of those guys?
Yeah, they were both NWA champions.
Oh, that's cool and interesting.
Oh, look. What's his name? Walrus Tits is coming out.
Ooh, special boy. Sophie says Randy Orton is also a SmackDown legend as well, since he spent most of his career on SmackDown as well. But as well. As well. I can give you the guy who took you out.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Mr. Walrus Tits is here.
Wobbly Walrus.
Oh, Wobbly Walrus and Twinkie Tits.
Twinkie Tits, yeah. That's
So
my
it's
bad.
like, but Solo wasn't part of the main roster when Randy was taken out, though.
It's okay.
That's all right. He can beat him up, too.
Randy can beat him up for a while.
Break his thumb so he can't do his move anymore for a minute. That'd be hilarious.
Dangerously.
He's just the WWE Universal Champion. Let's not do Undisputed. That's just dumb. Stop saying it. It's stupid and retarded and sounds idiotic coming from your mouth. They seriously are going to have this segment for 20 minutes, huh? That's insane.
What clock are you looking at? It's 3 more minutes.
It's been like 20.
They're going to do this for 20 minutes? What clock are you looking at? Maybe you need to sync it to your watch.
The one that's on my wrist, I'm looking at that one.
And it's wrong.
And it's already been 20 minutes.
It just started.
20 minutes. Took him 20 minutes to get out there. Now it's 20 more minutes of talking.
It's 4 minutes.
Hey, look, those door quads are coming. So if it says it'll be interesting to see when they book Orton versus Roman. Yeah.
What's the odds that Randy beats up both of these guys or Jay shows up and helps him? Because they're kicking his ass right now.
Kicking his ass, sea bass. We're going to help you make that decision of not being here. I'm going to beat you up, sir. So it's like, I meant it would be interesting when they book Roman
Oh, it's LA.
versus CM Punk.
LA Knight coming down to help him.
Chris says, you're right, Paul. There will be no RKOs. There will be only punt kicks. So if it says, so Randy and LA Knight, interesting dynamic.
Yeah, it's the...
People's like, I
Riddle.
put on a random episode of ECW and seen the young Heyman climb over the table to yell over Joey Styles.
Nice. Who's Joey Styles?
Yeah, who's Joey Styles? Oh my god, people are so excited about LA Knight. Well, hear the crowd. He's had issues. Issues with tissues. Chris says LA Knight and Randy kind of the same character. What? Ridiculous.
Are they the same character?
Pickle is like, oh, pray tell. Chris says Joey Styles was the best commentators from ECW. Well, he's a commentator. Cool beans. Sophie says, if Raw loses Randy Orton, will that be a big blow?
It wouldn't be a loss. He hasn't been there in like a year and a half.
He hasn't been around for a
It
while,
would be
so
a
I'm not
gain
sure.
for whoever gets him, not a loss for whoever doesn't get him.
Chris
Right?
says when Randy was younger, I meant he was like LA Knight. Oh, I see what you meant. Got it. Feels like the main announcer of 90s ECW.
Oh, I never watched that show. Not once in my life. Not even an old episode of it. I've seen highlights of it just because people show that stuff.
I've never seen it, period.
I just liked Homeboy that was like Sabu or whatever. Like in the highlights, because he always did weird shit like flying table power bombs and shit. Okay, he's
Randy,
got both.
Randy.
He's got both contracts. Which one's he gonna choose?
Oh my God, eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
Well, obviously, he's gonna pick the SmackDown one. See, there it is.
Catch a contract by the toe.
There it is. He's signing it too. He threw the Raw one away.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, threw it.
He's like, I don't like you. He's like, I want to murder the bloodline.
Who licks a pin?
They all do it. You better go to Raw, sir. Paul's like, you better go to Raw. You're so safe.
You're
He's
so
like,
safe.
I don't want to be safe, bitch.
But you're so safe.
So he's like, this is like the Batista decision when he had to decide who he wanted to face at Mania 21. People's like, so you never heard? Oh my God. No, I never heard that. Never, ever, 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 ever. Spice Girl.
What about Spice Girls?
I don't know. Nothing. Oh, he threw it on him. He's like, here you go, dumpster fires.
Randy is going to wrestle Roman. But first he has to go through all the riffraff here too. So he's going to have to go through one of the Usos. And
Again.
then that weird Spike guy.
Again. Without help from what's-his-face. Oh, no.
Call him
Call
up.
him. Tell him. Pickle's like, but it's not. It isn't. Oh no, Daddy's back. He told that to Mammy too. Blood says, what team are y'all on, blue or red? I'm on neither.
I am not a Crip or a Blood. Sorry.
I'm in the neutral zone.
Yeah, my gangs don't have colors. Watch this.
I wear all the colors of the rainbow.
Watch this.
Hit him. Smack him too. 'Cause smackers. Oh, why is he doing that? Oh, God.
Bang!
There it is. Yes. Thank you.
That's how you get it done.
The RKO out of nowhere, bitches.
Right on your GM. That's how you started out on a new show.
It's like, well, you know.
I was waiting for him to do that last week in the ring with Jey Uso.
I know, and he didn't.
It would have
So
been
we got
so
one finally.
perfect.
Hey, that guy's Orton's kid. Orton's his daddy. He said on his little sign. Oh, that's so adorable.
I didn't know he had a kid that was that age.
Me neither. It's amazing. It's like, I need you guys to be more excited about me.
He's like Austin out there. Where's his beer? Throw him beers.
Chris says Randy faced Roman at SummerSlam 15. Blood says SmackDown or Raw. It's
I
both
was
the same for
teasing.
me, honey.
I don't. I mean, obviously.
I really
SmackDown.
don't have. Like,
I like
a color.
SmackDown because it's less time.
Yeah, but I
Raw's
mean, in all
long.
reality, talent on both ones are just the way it is, and that's just how it is. Chris says, "Oh shit, Randy RKO Aldous. Randy hates NWA." People is like, "I read that dumb sign." Oh my God, you read it too? Best buddies now forever. Anyways, that's the end, guys. Nick Aldis got the RKO, and Randy signed a little contract to work on SmackDown so he can murder people. Fantastic.
Woo-woo!
The normal Randy is back, where he doesn't like either people.
Yeah.
It's great. That's why we like him. All right, everybody. Thanks for joining us tonight. We really appreciate you guys hanging out with us for this Friday night SmackDown. You guys have a fun and safe weekend out there. If it's snowing in your area, be careful out there. And if not, have fun in the sun. Otherwise, we'll be back on Monday for Raw. If you guys are big AEW fans, of course, don't forget Rampage is tonight and Collision is tomorrow night, Saturday night for you guys. Anyway, see you again back here for Monday Night Raw.
Thanks for watching Wrestling Gab. Bye-bye.
Bye.